Today's video is brought to you by URCD Keys, the best source for Windows 10 and Office Professional product keys at deeply discounted prices. More details at the end of the video. The ninth dude comes in with a question about upgrading RAM.
And it is, how would you recommend upgrading RAM if you can't find identical sticks of memory to put in the spare slots? I'm going from 64 from 32.
Do you like to live dangerously? My typical advice to everyone in general whenever you want to upgrade RAM is to buy a new RAM kit of the size, speed, and capacity that you want. Take out your old RAM kit, put the new RAM kit in, and sell or repurpose your old RAM kit. Obviously, you can combine RAM. It usually, sometimes, maybe, occasionally does work. It depends. But if you are the type of person who does not have a shelf of spare parts, like we do, for example, because we're tech YouTubers.
Or even spare parts.
If you have one computer and one set of RAM, and you buy another set and you stick it in, and you have problems, then what? You don't have anything extra. The safe option, because I run under the presumption that most people value dependability, reliability,
CPR,
stability, safety, security. You want your machine to just work more than you want to save $10, more than you, everybody wants to save $10, but it's not worth having an unreliable, messed up machine to save a few bucks. I don't think it is. I would think most people don't. So that's the principle that I operate under. Having said that, just last night from when we're recording this, I mixed RAM kits. I mixed two different brands at two different speeds, at two different timings on AMD.
What? On AMD?
Yes.
And it worked?
Yes.
Was that after threatening it? You will work, damn it.
No. Here's where mixing RAM is much less of a concern. This was on a Ryzen 5 3600X, so Zen 2.
Okay.
On a B550 board.
Fair enough.
Now that supports up to DDR4 3600.
True.
It'll technically go higher, but 3600 is the highest safe speed. One of the RAM kits was a pair of 8 gigabyte DDR4 3000 CL15s, and the other was a set of DDR4 3200 CL16s. Total of 32 gigs of RAM by 4. So I used 4 RAM sticks. One set was the YOLO RAM. One set was G.Skill Ripjaws 5.
What's it running at?
I took the lowest of all the numbers. It's running at 3000 at CL16.
Ah, fair enough.
The CL ratings, higher timings are slower. I'm running at the slower clock speed with looser timings.
Yes.
Works great. Because 3000 is way below the max RAM speed of that. And so mixing RAM kits is far less of an issue if you're not trying to run also at max RAM speed.
Which is what a lot of people do.
Right. Where you will completely screw yourself is if you're trying to run two different RAM kits at two different timings from two different manufacturers at 3600 in that configuration. Slow that RAM down. And you know what? Honestly, the 3000 kit would almost certainly run at 3200. DDR4 is stable and it's mass produced and has been for years. But the difference between 3000 and 3200 is minor. And I'm assured of it working at 3000.
Versus think about it.
Now, if you are watching this and you say, I don't want to run my new Zen 2 or Zen 3 chip at 3000, that's fine. Take that RAM out, sell it, buy a new proper 32 gig RAM kit at 3600, and then there you go. But trying to get RAM to run beyond capacity is just a foolhardy endeavor as far as I'm concerned. So yes, you can mix RAM. Yes, you can buy another kit. And this applies to Intel as well. Are you running your system memory below what is ideal? If you've got, for example, an i9 9900K. That'll run DDR4 4000 all day long.
But not if you mix RAM kits.
No. But if you're running at 3200, who cares? Having said that, my personal gaming PC at home had 32 gigs of RAM in it. I upgraded to 64. I pulled the 32 out, and I put a 64 kit in.
You did.
But I can do that because I have a lot of different RAM kits, and I have different computers to put RAM in, and it is no skin off my back to say, I'll put that 32 gigs in something else.
Sure.
So I bought a 64 gig kit to put in there so that I'm absolutely assured of zero issues whatsoever. However, at 3200, if somebody said, I have an i9 9900K with 32 gigs of RAM, 3200, if I buy another 32 gig kit, even if it's not the same brand, will it be okay? Yes, at 3200, that does not scare me. At 4000, no. You need a single matched kit at 4000. Same thing with Ryzen. You want to be, if you're mixing brands and timings, you want to be 2 notches below the ideal, and then you can kind of get away with anything. Does that make sense?
Yep, perfect sense.
So I lived it dangerously, but not really.
Not really.
Actually, because I filmed that. That'll be in an upcoming video on the main channel, and I kind of looked at the camera and I went, do as I say and not as I do. Because I always tell you not to do this, but it'll be fine. It's 3000. It worked fine.
It worked fine. It just works when it's not overclocked.
URCD Keys is the best source for genuine Windows 10 and Office Professional product keys that work the first time, every time. Get 20% off normal prices using our discount code BST for Byte Size Tech and the link in the video description below. $15 gets you a Windows 10 Professional OEM key that is a real product key, activates directly with Microsoft, use it forever as it links to your Microsoft account, and it works through reinstalls. Get a full copy of Office 2019 Professional Plus for about $50 that redeems at setup.office.com using your Microsoft account. It also works forever through reinstalls. We have been using URCD keys for almost 3 years now and recommend you do so as well.